Okay, you guys, this is a follow-up to William Greenlee's YouTube video on how to get the power steering. I think it's called the what's the name of that thing? The power steering EPAS, the electronic power assist system. So in order to get it in here, William had he had an issue where he fell off of these bolts. Now, I looked at his video and looked at the amount of space there was, and there's really no other way to do it. But I've got a plan here, and we'll see how it works. But in order to, and I got this idea from William's video, in order to make some more space there, his video, the guy taking the video mentioned that the engine was rocking back and forth. So I looked to see how the engine was mounted on this thing, and it's actually it's suspended from the shock towers and the frame on the unibody. So the engine moves back and forth, as you can see. So what I did was I disconnected the motor anti-rotation, I guess that's what it's called, and I put a couple of straps on here and hooked them up to the forward part of the frame. And I just got underneath and took a pry bar and just kind of pushed the engine up. Now, I didn't pull the exhaust off like William did. I did pull that U-clamp off. I didn't actually have to take it off to get the EPAS out. So I don't think I would have had to do it in order to put it back in, but it seemed like it was I was struggling a lot more with it going back in. So what I ended up doing, and by having this strap on here actually was kind of restricting me, because if you see up there, the exhaust pipe moves with the engine. So as you rock the engine forward, that exhaust moves down, and it actually kind of makes a less space for the EPAS to slide back in. So I'm going to back up a second. In order for me to get the EPAS out, as William Greenlee did, I pulled it out on the driver's side. In order to get it out, I actually had to rotate it forward first, and then you can see on that's my new one in there. Actually, I put some duct tape on there to protect the connectors, because as I pulled the old one out, some of those connectors broke. They cracked going against the engine block here, rotating forward and aft. So I put some tape on there. Hopefully that's protected them. I just got it slid in, and I wanted to capture this so that you guys can see how I did it. But I did use William Greenlee's video, and this should just actually help in addition to his video. So you have to rotate the old one forward in order to get it past the exhaust here. Then you slide it, and then I had to actually rotate it back to get it back out from in this area here. So it seemed like a forward rock and then a backward rock as you went past. Now getting it past the mount for the for the torsion bracket there was part of the problem. But what I ended up doing was, by having these straps on holding the engine forward, is actually choking it down. So as I got the EPAS back in, then I loosened the straps and then made more room from the exhaust pipe. Since I don't have my exhaust pipe loose, it made enough room, and then it slid right back past there. So I'm going to keep going on this, and then I'll probably append a video to it to show you how I get these back on. He didn't really show in his video how I got them back on, but my plan is to take these ratchet straps, and I've got a 12-foot long, a couple of 12-foot long ones. I'm going to actually attach them to the rear part of the suspension back there, hook them up, and then ratchet this thing back on, put a jack underneath here, and push it up so that the lower subframe lines up with those studs. But I'll be back hopefully shortly, successful. If not, I'll explain to you how I did it if I get it. Thanks.